Hello there, this is eBike Bart, finally back on the trail here. This is a Tuesday afternoon, mid-80s, beautiful day. We're going to take a ride on a couple trails, a little bit of a street ride. You know, I think I need to point out when you're getting on your e-bike, mine is a step-through. No such thing as girls and boys bikes anymore. Mine's a step-through, no center bar. It's easier for me in my low 80s to get on and off the bike. I think you can see my hands. When you're getting on your bike, you want to step through or step over, but you want to reach across your handlebars and put both brakes on. Both brakes. Okay? That'll stabilize the bike. It also disengages your throttle. So if you're getting on your bike, you definitely want to reach across the handlebars and engage both brakes, the rear and the front, left and right brake. Disengages your throttle so you don't accidentally hit that while you're trying to get on the bike. And I don't know if you can see, yeah, you can see it. I'm using my thumb, which is the left part. The throttle is disengaged. And then when you're on, you're ready to go. You don't want to forget, which I have done. You don't want to forget to put your kickstand up, which I'm double checking and I have done. So we'll take some ride today. A beautiful day. Haven't been out for a while. The breeze that's created by driving or riding, I call it a slipstream. I guess that comes from my private pilot background. It also hides some of the path because of the leaves and the branches overhanging. But the slipstream does have a cooling effect like standing still. And I'm doing 19 mile an hour. As I had mentioned, this is a Class 2 e-bike, capable of 20 mile an hour, either pedal assist or throttle. After 20 mile an hour, the throttle is no longer engaged. I wouldn't want to get hit in the face with that. So I'm doing about 15, 18 mile an hour. I have my helmet on. I have glasses on. I wear glasses anyway, but I have my sunglasses on so I don't get bugs in my eyes. I usually try to ride with my mouth closed so I don't get bugs down my throat. I did see that car coming up behind me. I have a side view mirror extended off my left handlebar, gives me the vision. Most drivers, here comes another one, most drivers are courteous and, you know, they give me plenty of room. Once in a while you find someone who may not like bikes and they'll push me to the limit, but not usually. There goes a cottontail just out in front of me. A solid white line here on my close left indicates that I am in the bike lane. Further on in the summer, I'm going to get a bigger side view mirror that goes on the extended handlebar. I'll get one for the left and the right. But I watch it consistently. I like riding the trails more than the streets, but obviously I'm riding the street. I have to show caution and care and courtesy on the street and also on the trail. Most of the drivers on the streets like this one are courteous, which I appreciate. When they wave me on, I'll nod or try and wave. I don't like to wave because it takes one hand off a handlebar, and I like both hands on my handlebars. Oh boy, I haven't been out for a couple of weeks and the leaves and the branches are really full. Provides a lot of shade. When I was out here a couple of weeks ago, the leaves were out, but not full like they are now. It's in the 80s, but the slipstream that my bike's creating at about 19 mile an hour creates a breeze. So it just feels really nice. Closed to through traffic. Well, we're going to turn around up here anyway. No one behind me. I think I'll turn in here. And turn around and go back out and catch the trail. Wow, some beautiful homes here. Now, I have mentioned before that Minnesota passed Idaho stop sign law, which means I am not required to stop at stop signs. I am required to slow down and yield. That's why I did stop, because I couldn't quite see the traffic on my left. Traffic lights, I must obey. With stop signs, according to the law that was just passed or amended last August of 23, I believe it was. Stop signs, I slow down and yield, and if necessary, I stop. Now we're going north, and I like this street because of the bike lane. And I keep an eye on my mirror on my left here. There's always a possibility of a troll that wants to see how close they can come to scare you or actually push you off. Got one coming up on me. See, he's being very courteous to me. Not so much. The only one that's responsible for my security and safety is me. I am responsible for my safety and my security. Now, if you remember that sign that we just passed, it says no motorized vehicles, but also I believe it was the summer of 23 that passed the that was, I looked up the statutes, so I didn't have it with me, but I looked up the statutes, and e-bikes are classified in Minnesota and under federal law. They're classified as bicycles. Therefore, I am legal as an e-bike on this path in Minnesota, and the limit on the motor is a 750 watt rear hub or center motor, so I am absolutely legal. Now with the leaves out and the branches overhanging, you see At this time of the year, through the summer, these paths can have blind corners. So I'm doing about 8 miles an hour now. You get much lower than that, down to 7 and 6, it's very difficult to stay upright. So I want to be safe. I don't want to run into someone coming around the corner and they're on the wrong side, or I'm on the wrong side and ram into each other. That's not a good idea. You know, we're mothers with children, mom and dad's out with the kids with the scooters. You know, I think we'll go down a decent way. Beautiful day. I don't think it's quite 4 o'clock. There's not a lot of traffic. The lakes here are calm. Little ripples, not much. So, as I was saying, I have a 750 watt motor, and like this hill that I've got full throttle, and she's working all she can to get up that hill. Pretty steep. Now, for some new viewers, I do this every time. I make my left-hand turn and come down here, and it's not what I wanted. So I go out and do a U-turn, go back. I do that every time. Think I'd learn by now, but I don't. Oh well. Boy, the lawns are really green now. I haven't done a video for a couple of weeks. Just haven't been able to get out, and sometimes it's just too hot. I'm trying to limit my videos to 15-20 minutes. So Minnesota, my motor cannot be over 750 watt on trails like this, and mine is a 750 watt, so I am totally illegal. Oh, I've had some people call me out and say I was illegal. I'm not. I know what the law says. I know what the Minnesota statute says. I have a copy of it, and even the federal. As I've mentioned, maybe new viewers, this is a Adventure, not Adventure, but Adventure bike, 26-inch, 4-inch fat tires. It's a big bike, and it is heavy, 77 pounds with the battery. Later, when I get monetized, I hope to be able to buy a camera for my helmet, which will give a 360. Because right now what you're getting is a view of the trail, but with a helmet camera 360, when I look over the lake, you'll get a full panoramic view, which will make the ride a lot nicer. And the squirrel scared him. But you see how fast they can come up on you when you should have been riding on the far right. In Minnesota, the statutes say you must, whoops, I drifted a little myself. Oh, there is that rut. Statutes say you must be over 17 to ride e-bikes. I don't know what that means. Does it mean 18 years old? It says over, that's the statute I'm quoting. It says over 17. Does that mean Sunday, your birthday, you were 17, so Monday you can ride it because you're over 17? I guess it's open to interpretation. I personally would interpret that meaning 18. Well, one day over your birthday, you're still 17, I guess. On your left. I'm slowing down here. Thank you. See, most people return it. I'm not telling them to get out of the way. I'm telling them I'm coming. And here, I'll slow down. Thank you. See, they usually respond. I got several hundred miles, I don't know exactly how many. Usually courtesy is returned. They'll wave or say, well, thank you too, or something, you know. Oh, it's cool down here. Very cool. Oh. Now I usually say, on your left, ringing my bell. My bell is louder than it sounds on the video. I had one lady was stopped, probably changing a baby in the cart. And I was coming by and I said, on your right, because I was on the right and she was on the left. And I said, slowing down. As I went by, she looked up at me and very seriously, she said, thank you for slowing down. Very emphatic. I said, of course, ma'am. Which told me she's had bikers, you know. Hello. She's had bikers whiz around her. It's, first of all, it's dangerous. It's very dangerous. And second of all, it's rude. It doesn't cost, like I was taught when I grew up, it doesn't cost money to be kind. Okay, we're at 16 minutes here. I'm going to slow down at a curve here, take a drink of water, and then start up for another video. I think we're coming up on a tunnel. I ride 2 or 3 of these trails all the time and I still get confused. Yeah, there's a tunnel. Let anybody know I'm coming. Dangerous time. I don't want to come zapping out of the tunnel and hit someone who's walking or hit another bike head on.